Ciao Startup Vision, great honor for me to be here. My name is Massimo Tammaro. I consider myself a very lucky person, a dreamer. I've been flying, I've been a fighter pilot, I've been working for Ferrari, and right now I'm an entrepreneur.
Hello Massimo. On Startup Vision, we speak a lot about dreams, visions, and how they become a reality. And in your case, everything seems like a dream. Your career, what you do, it's all passion and dream. And yet, you say that your real passion and your dream is art. Can you tell us about that?
Ciao Florence. It's a great honor for me to be here. And actually, it is true. First of all, I consider myself a dreamer. I've always been dreaming since I was young. Yes, and but anyway, despite the fact I've been always doing very exciting thing, flying jets, fighter pilot, Frecce, Colore, then joining the Ferrari team. Everybody gets surprised when I state that my biggest passion is art. I'm an art collector since I was 25 and was very young. And then my dream, one of my dreams, maybe one of the most important ones, has been to be able to buy the museum where to put my art collection. And finally I made it, because 3 years ago I bought this very ancient and important property. It's a Venetian villa from 16th century. There are defined Palladian architecture villa. Palladio has been one of the most important architects from Rinascimento, 16th century. And I'm not going to use this villa to live there. It's not going to be my house, but my intent is to create a place for an art venue, events, so art events. I'm still restoring, because I found out fresco below the, many layers during those centuries, but I'm working on it, and I wish you will have the opportunity to come and visit me there.
With pleasure. So when you do something, we just saw it, you go all the way and you try to make it a success. So you started as a jet combat pilot, then you went to Frecce Colore, which is the aerobatic team in Italy. You ended up as the formation leader, then commander, and then you had a great life. Can you tell us about that? It's so exciting.
Yeah, I've always been looking for new challenges, because I'm curious and I'm willing to learn. I feel myself a lot more comfortable out of the comfort zone than inside my comfort zone, because that for me gives me the opportunity to live many lives. And that's something I really want to do. I want to live as many lives as I can. So I've always been looking for new challenging, and I've always been daring, because daring gave me this opportunity. So going through teams like the Frecce, which is the Italian aerobatic team, and it is the largest aerobatic team in the world, and then Ferrari. And then, when I decided to leave Ferrari, because I was in that company, and it has been me deciding to leave, or for example, going through TRIUM while I was in my Ferrari period, has been something where I took myself out of the comfort zone, because I wanted to learn, I wanted to know. And this is something that is fundamental nowadays, to be capable to survive. Versatility is key in this area.
And in fact, yes, what you learn in those skills, like being a pilot, I wanted to talk about the Ferrari adventure also, because you go into the world of Formula One, it's something completely new for you, and you're there as a team builder, as a coach, as a risk manager, because you ended up creating the risk management thing at Ferrari. It's incredible. It's a story of entrepreneurship and startups, what we do exactly, so tell us about that.
Well, actually, first of all, I want to say something that is very important. Basically, we consider different business and different, company a different thing, but we all have to remember that we're still dealing with people. So wherever you are in the Frecce or in a Ferrari company, in Ferrari, whatever, in TRIUM or anywhere else, you're still working with people, and what makes the difference is team dynamics and what we used to call corporate culture, because we are all, of course, competencies may be different, and every company is looking for competencies, but what will make the difference is the way the team behave.
Exactly.
Okay, so actually a lot of people thought I was involved in Ferrari only for coaching and team building. It was just a very small part of my activity, as I've been, a real change agent, and I've been involved in many change management projects, both working in the Formula One team or in on the corporate culture. In Ferrari, till the moment I have been asked to create and then become the corporate risk manager, to create the function and become the corporate risk manager.
And risk, you know about that?
Yes, I know something, and maybe that's why they decided to give this task to me. And I want to add something about risk. See, we all consider risk management and our capability to manage risk something that we need to have because we need to protect our value. Well, I would say that the most important part of that function and that approach to manage company vulnerability is actually related to the fact that you can seize and catch new opportunities. So that what we call the upside risk. So today, if you think, the biggest risk you can take is not taking any risk.
You're
Standing still
right.
is very dangerous. So the better you are in managing risks and taking new opportunities, the better your future and your sustainability will be. And that's actually what I've been doing. I was not crazy when I left the airport. I was not crazy when I left Ferrari. That was a decision taking, based on risk analysis and scenarios and many information I got.
So the risk analysis took you to become an entrepreneur and create Meta Thinking. It's a company that you founded, where you give an insight and your insight in leadership experience to, and I quote, create an ideal environment to produce change, high performance, and innovation. So how can we achieve that?
Well, yeah, Meta thinking means thinking above, behind, and above. So above, behind, and beyond. So it means try to think in a 360 way when you approach a problem. And that's what I meant when I decided to call my company that way. And that's my approach, because in a decision-making process, you have to have that capability as a leader to get all the information and different point of view. You don't want to be surrounded by yes men. You want to be surrounded by loyal people, respectful people, capable to give you their mindful contribution in order to allow you to.
That's very interesting what you're saying. I heard you in a tech talk saying that if you have a friend or if you have somebody in your office saying always, yes, it's great, you have a problem.
You have a problem.
And that's very interesting.
Yes, I gave this, that was my third TED, and it was in Rome, and the title of my speech, or my talk, was Diversity is a Competitive Advantage, because I consider this, different people can look at the same problem from different point of view. And so they can extrapolate all the elements you have to take, you as a boss have to take into consideration to then get to the best decision. And this is why we all can see the same problem because of our competencies, because of our story and experiences. We may look and approach the problem from a different point of view, and this is very useful for the decision-making process.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And what's next for you, Massimo?
Well, next for me is, of course, I'm still working on a villa and art project. This is a very important part of my life. I just joined TRIUM faculty, and I will be, the next Capstone Director together with Professor Matt Mulford. We will take over on Hervé and Chris. It will be a great over, and we will take over from class 2021, so we will start actually as an official Capstone Director from September in Module 1 in London.
And in fact, in this program, you're coaching students from an executive MBA to do projects like entrepreneurship, startups, or
together in a peer environment where you don't have any formal authority. You have to manage and taking decision in that specific environment where everybody is, at your level. It's very difficult exercise, but very useful, because it will lead you to, it will bring you to have that kind of leadership leadership by example, being coherent, and consider that leadership is not about power, but it's about responsibility and vision.
And vision, definitely. Thank you very much, Massimo.
You are so kind. It's been a great pleasure. Bye-bye. Ciao.